PNG Tonight. Tourism rediscovered. That's the new potential in the autonomous region of Bougainville, and that is the other of our stories tonight. Again, Mark Kayok.
Undiscovered natural wonders and beauty can be found on the autonomous region of Bougainville. All over the region, on the north towards south and central, houses some of the world's best tourism sites. These can become economic zones for the region. The island of Small Buka on the north comes with it some of the most amazing tourism sites, from the wide sandy beaches to the small atolls, guest houses, fishing, canoeing, and islands swarmed with mangroves is a taste of real paradise. Little has been done after the crisis to cater for the well-being of the people. From the outset, Bougainvilleans are hardened by the crisis to build resilience, to rebuild their lives from scratch. The sign of the cross in front of every household signifies peace and unity. This was evident with the movement of sea taxis up and down the Buka Passage. People have taken the initiative to develop and run small village resorts, and guest houses, a move away from the usual mining and farming of major cash-generating income. The autonomous Bougainville government is eyeing tourism as one of its top priorities apart from mining, cocoa production and copra.
All the stakeholders, we've actually held meetings with them to improve on their products, their hotels, and also bird watching as well, trekking, scuba diving. All these things we've been talking to all the stakeholders, and everybody's going into that to promote tourism in Buka especially, and also in Bougainville.
ABG is working with all stakeholders to promote their products, guest houses and resorts. Everyone are taking ownership to promote tourism in the region. Minister for Tourism Tobias Kulang has declared Bougainville as a tourism hub 2 weeks ago. He has discovered that Bougainville has some of the most distinct features that can attract and lure tourists into the region. This has also prompted people to take ownership of their culture and tourism sites. The biggest problem is the infrastructure development. More needs to be done to improve in that area.
Accommodation areas, we've got to look into that as well, to improve on our accommodation, to ensure that we cater for the bulk of tourists that are coming into Bougainville. So that is the mammoth task that we have now in Bougainville, to ensure that we build on this infrastructure development.
Bougainville is among 5 other approved tourist destinations in Papua New Guinea. The Admiral Yamamoto plane crash in South Bougainville, the Panguna mine in central Bougainville, scuba diving areas and spectacular beaches in the north are untapped tourism sites. After the minister's visit, the national government will start committing funds to build and improve infrastructure to lure more tourists into the region. As part of the infrastructure development, the ABG government is looking at upgrading the airport to accommodate large Airbuses. But the attitudes of Bougainvilleans is something the ABG government is emphasizing on. Only a change in attitude matters the most, as it brings tangible development into communities.
But the problem we're having today is the attitude. Unless we change our attitude, we'll be attracting a lot of tourists.
Tourism is a pot of gold that not only Bougainvilleans, every Papua New Guineans must step into.
Mark Kayok, ending this edition of PNG Tonight. We'll do it again at the same time tomorrow. I'm John Higgins. Thank you for watching. Good night.